Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on a Retribution Paladin in Dragonflight Season 2. In this episode, we're going to try and run Normal Aberrus. We're sitting at about 414 item level. That should be enough to get in, and then hopefully we just manage to stick through the entire run. By the way, if you keep finding yourself watching these videos and you're not subscribed, please consider changing that. And if you're feeling especially generous with your time, consider leaving a like on the video and letting me know what you like about the videos in a comment. All of this immensely pleases the algorithm gods on YouTube, so I would appreciate you doing any of that. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, first things first, we're going to check what we have in the mail. It's stuff from the auction house, so I'm curious to find out if I've made any gold. Yeah, mostly expirations, but two things that... Ooh, 2.4k gold there, 1.4k gold here, and a bunch of expirations that we can put back up on the auction house. Not bad at all. That actually pushes us past 71k. We have almost 72k gold. I'm going to put the rest of this stuff back on the auction house. Okay, so we put this stuff back up. Now we're going to check for 379 gear. And why would we check for 379 gear? Well, because sometimes people post it for dirt cheap like this. You can see this one's posted for way less than this. We're going to just buy that real quick. And if you're wondering how that happens, is basically people post the Neltharion beat stick for the price of a 376 item instead of a 379 item by accident, and then you can scoop that up and make some real gold. I'm gonna check armor real quick. Yeah, look at that. 27 gold. Next one is for 800 gold. 50 gold instead of 900. 95 instead of 2.5k. These are 115 instead of 700. These are 200 instead of 666.66. God damn. All right, that looks like it's all of the underpriced ones. Basically, we're just flipping greens. It can sometimes not work out. Like there's a lot of people posting the 379 stuff because a lot of people just get a bunch from doing the raid. So you will oftentimes be undercut and your item won't sell. But that's just the price of doing business, you know? Yeah, look, when I right click it to post it, it puts it at the price of the 376 item level one because that's the cheapest one, right? That's the cheapest starless leg guards that you can find on the auction house. But you actually want to post it for the 379 price because that's the appropriate item level. That's the actual item level of the item you have. And that's how people end up posting it for the wrong price. I want to have this Primal Convergent. I'm going to put that down for like 200 gold just to get it out of my inventory. I've been trying to sell that thing for a while now. Anyway, it's time to try and find ourselves a group for Normal Aberrus. Well, now we basically just hope for the best. Oh shit, your boy got invited into 1 out of 9 normal. Oh, and they even have a Warlock, so they'll be able to summon me. The Warlock was taking his sweet time to actually put down the thing, or at least I'm not getting summoned. Actually, I see people getting summoned, so it's just they don't like me. I'll just wait for my summon here. I know I'm right outside, but then I don't have to run. There we go. We got the summon. I was gonna say we don't have to run if I get summoned, so it works out. Make sure I thank the Warlock. I just realized I don't have any consumables. I really should have bought consumables for a normal raid. I'm going to Hearthstone out, and they're going to summon me back. I'm just going to buy consumables really quick. I completely forgot about that. Fuck. Move out of my way. I need flasks. Or vials, whatever. Everyone's going to call them flasks forever. You want tepid versatility. Let's buy 200 of them. Fuck it. Deviously deviled eggs. 200 of those as well. And howling rune. We're only going to buy 20 of these. There we go. Take them and take the summon back. Pfft, easy, dude. Speedrunning consumables. Just going to put those up here so I can have easy access to them whenever I need to. There we go. 90 minutes on the file of tepid versatility because I have the alchemy thing from the specialization that I keep forgetting to put points into. It seems that the raid we're in is a bit of a progression kind of raid because there's people that don't know what's going on. It looks like they've have wiped according to these skeletons on the ground. We'll see how this goes for the rest of our pulls. Okay, we're doing a raid where they do the tactic of smash the bejesus out of the red guy while the tank just stays on this one. Why is the tank not holding aggro? Okay, that was interesting to say the least. What the fuck? Do the big soaky soak. We're gonna use the Shield of Vengeance, absorb all that damage, not really give a shit about it. 62% on the boss. But yeah, the tactic is to just, everybody in the raid just beats the shit out of this one to get it to 50% as quickly as possible, and then you don't have to do the swap tactic, where people go from one side to the other to let this debuff run out. There we go. We've hit the intermission phase where the two bosses join up. There is a downside to doing this. It means that the P2 is a bit harder because you have to stay in it for longer because the boss has more health, because the health pools combine. There's the Withering vulnerability. The tank swap seems to have been successful. There was a lot of going back and forth between the tanks, so I'm not sure what the heck was going on. That guy's a little bit slow. We're going to give him movement speed to get him out of here faster. Just trying to avoid the tornadoes right now. I don't have my Doomhammer macro on this spec. That's a mistake. Alright, we're going to use our cooldowns here. There's the Doom conflagration, so we need to stand in the middle of that, and then we need to get the heck away from it. There we go. The group actually went in and soaked. It looks like we're doing well now. I was a little worried when I joined because people were explaining the tactic to each other in the beginning, and I was like, okay, is this a group that doesn't know how to do the second boss? Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just that, you know, that could have slowed down my run quite a bit. Just make sure we drop that over there so that doesn't bother anyone. Luckily, I didn't use my cooldowns right before that. There's the Doom conflagration. The tank that has the debuff should not be soaking, otherwise we're going to lose them. Okay, they made it through. Doesn't matter. I didn't have a pony to get out of that, but there was a druid that gave us movement speed, so it worked out. Gave movement speed to that one guy because he was taking a sweet time getting out of here. Before the next boss, I need to remember to put down my Doomhammer macro. Using all our cooldowns. Going to help with the soak. No, I'm not, because I'm not in range for that. Oof, one of the healers went down. Two of the healers went down. Which one was healing more? I can't tell, actually. We're going to get that healer up. Actually, no, we're not, because we have cooldowns. Looks like it happened again. You're going to bubble here to survive and drop this right here, because I just didn't have time to get away from it. I just didn't want to make more of the area unplayable. 45 million health with half the raid dead. I don't think this is happening. This should just be a wipe, to be honest. I don't know why we're trying to keep doing this, because, yeah, there we go. Most people are dead. Oof, I'm dead here as well. I'm not. Nice. Okay. Somehow I survived. Me and just a few others trying our hearts out. I don't know why. Ooh, these guys are having a hard time. We're going to try and drop it here so we still have more space left. I used my Shield of Vengeance to try and survive it. Why am I still fighting? I should probably just go walk and stand and shit, because we're not going to do 35 million health. I'm just sitting down here. Okay, rough one. I unfortunately don't have time to be in a group that is going to progress through Normal Aberrus, so I'm going to have to leave. Oh shit, that's a lot of Razageths. What's the plural of Raz? Oh my god, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there another one down there? No, that's a Khazara. Oh, that's another Khazara. That's 3 Khazaras and 5 Razageths. Very rare mount. So rare. Super rare. Alright, we go back to hunting for groups. Alrighty, we were clearing some trash because we joined a different group, and this one's starting from the beginning. Really wanted to participate in clearing the trash because there's a chance to get, first of all, there's a chance to get the greens that I keep selling on the auction house, but also you could get epic loot. You could always get epic loot. Is there a preserver here? I don't know if there's a preserver here. Doesn't look like there's a preserver here. I don't have blinding light, so I can't actually see anything. I'm a little worried here. Yeah, it looks like we're surviving. All's well that ends well. Using my single target spec here, so it's not exactly great for clearing these guys. Didn't get a single goddamn thing. Oh, and you might be hearing robot blips. That's because I finally sat down and made my WeakAuras that I said I'm gonna make. I made one that makes Avenging Wrath do a little blip noise when it comes off cooldown, and one for Execution Sentence. That way when I hear the blip noise, I can actually just look at my bar and be like, oh, okay, I can use these cooldowns this way. There you go. Came off cooldown and you heard the blip. If you want any of my WeakAuras or any of my add-ons or my UI or anything like that, you can find it all on my Discord, which is linked in the description. Okie dokie, we have a group together. I keep switching my specs around, so I'm just missing some keybinds and stuff all over the place. But yeah, if you're missing... God damn it, I won't be able to eat before the boss starts. That's unfortunate, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, all of my specs are available in the comments. Whenever I do a video, you can always check the comments and see what spec I'm running for what. There's different ones I'm running, like an AoE one or a single target one. You'll see them linked separately. Or I shouldn't say linked, it's just the like import code that you use to actually get the spec. Not much to really commentate on this boss. It's beat the shit out of her and don't stand in shit. And if you have a laser, take it away from people. Or if it's not mythic difficulty, as a paladin, you can literally just bubble when you have the laser on you and stand still. Oh, I guess another thing you have to do in the fight is not stand in the giant death beam. And that little robot blip WeakAura is actually coming in really clutch. And there's a laser on me, so I'm just going to use my bubble, and that way I can just keep standing on the same spot, and I don't have to worry about actually moving. Okay, last few seconds of it, I actually do need to move, just to make sure I don't get hit by the last bit once my bubble runs out. But yeah, another rift. We're just going to make sure we're nice and safe. We're going to take it all the way over here. We're going to use Shield of Vengeance and run back through all the other stuff. Now we have the Ray of Anguish on us again. We don't have a bubble available, so we're just going to slowly kite it around like so. Just trying to make sure it doesn't hit anybody else. Currently not really paying much attention to my rotation because I was busy not dying to the laser. Another set of dread rifts. We're just going to move further away, make sure that nothing hits any of our friends. Luckily I'm a paladin, so I have 20-yard ranges on most of my abilities. Well, all of my abilities. And that's pretty much the boss fight. She is going down. There she goes. Enduring Dread Plate. I'm just gonna need for off spec. I think it's gonna set it as off spec, right? Yes, off spec roll. And Screaming Black Dragon Scale. I'm gonna need for roll on that because it's just an upgrade for me. And Dreadrift Stompers I can also maybe possibly take. A 4 roll. We'll see if anybody else rolls higher than a 4. Okay, Ravenfrost coming in with a 69 roll. Oh, one of our DPS left. That's standard. Quickly gonna switch to our M+ build just for the trash. We have a lot more AoE that way. Again, any of my builds that I'm using, all of them are going to be available in the description of the video. And I actually have AoE to use on this this pull. I'm just going to stun this Iron Guard because his big shield thing, and actually shields his allies and reduces the damage they take, so it's a big pain in the ass. Not much point in having an AoE build if you can't do AoE damage because everything's taking way reduced damage. We're going to use Blinding Light because there's multiple of those shields going through. And to switch to the banner we can kill the banner quickly, then the group dies a bit quicker. I'm not even sure what kind of buff the banner gives people, but I just know that it's good to kill it. So far, no trash loot. We're looking at the Preserver. Preserver is top priority targets. Whenever there's a Preserver in a pool, you're focusing the Preserver. We're also trying to just stay alive. Okay, somebody interrupted it. There's a couple of Preservers up here, so I'm just going to switch to them because somebody interrupted the one downstairs. One of the Cleansing Dragon Frames came through. I'm going to wait for my cooldowns. I'm going to stun this Cleansing Dragon Flame. Okay, I'm in the giant purple cloud. The giant purple cloud actually makes you do 50% more damage, so we're just going to stand in it and go to town on these guys. I fucked my interrupt again, so we got another Cleansing Dragonfire out, unfortunately. I don't have anything to interrupt this. Okay, the group's not interrupting any of them. I'm going to try and finish off this one that's low HP. I should really be focusing a bit more on that. Okay, there's somebody with the stun standing in the middle of the group. I don't like that. Don't appreciate that one bit. We're going to try and finish off that Preserver. I do have a kick available. Okay, the Preserver's dead, so this is now easy mode. We're going to stand in the purple cloud just to keep increasing our damage. The idea is to have the enemies outside of it and your allies inside of it. We're gonna kick that. Hell no, I thought that thing was dead. That was all the way from back there. We're gonna finish that thing off, and then we can switch back to doing AoE. Cannot wait for my 4-set, because then I can actually use Hammer of Wrath as an AoE. Okay, there's a Preserver here. We're gonna immediately focus on the Preserver. Gonna use Blinding Light here, because there was the shield guy on top of the Preserver. We're gonna kick that thing from the Preserver. Shield of Vengeance here, because I'm a little worried about my health. Tunneling the Preserver, still on the Preserver. There's another one in the other group that's on the side, but that group hasn't been pulled, so there's only one Preserver. We kicked it again. There we go. It's just not dying because it's in the stupid shield and nobody's stunning or CCing the guys that put the shields up. I'm switching over to the Preserver again. I'm going to stun the Iron Guard just so I can deal damage to the Preserver. Going to kick the Preserver. Okay, well that's my job done. Like as long as the Preserver is kicked, I can kind of kick back and relax. Here we go, nice. We're not going to use any of our cooldowns now because, well, everything's almost dead. And also I want to switch specs before we start this boss fight. Alright, I want to switch to my pure single target spec. Again, all specs are available in the description of the video. And I'm going to sit down and eat to get that refreshed. Used another flask to extend that buff. We have 56 minutes left on the rune, no reason to extend that. Tactic we're going for is one tank is going to tank the purple guy, and the rest of the raid is going to go here and just beat the shit out of it, just like we did on the first try. And when I say first try, I mean the raid that I did before this. Actually, I'm not even sure if I'm going to show that, because that was a shit show and a half. Here we go, Zug Zug. Okay, we're stacking them, I guess, because the raid leader the raid leader said that one tank is going to tank the purple guy, so I thought I would be doing single target, not cleaving, but I guess I'm cleaving here. It was a confusing set of instructions given to us by the raid lead, but that's okay. Probably some miscommunication between the two tanks. Okay, I'm going to use my Shield of Vengeance here to just stand in all of that. Okay, the boss has hit 50%. They're going to combine into the second phase boss. All of my cooldowns are coming up, and we'll have Bloodlust running after this. I'm going to debuff it with Judgment, drop all my cooldowns on it, and just go to town. I'm going to soak that using my Shield of Vengeance again, because I'm not sure how much of the range can actually make it in. Yeah, my entire Shield of Vengeance actually went away from that, so I'm glad I used it. A lot of the range isn't soaking. That can actually usually kill a group when the range doesn't soak. Ideally, the tanks would sort of be able to move the boss, but I can't do much about that. What I mean by move the boss is point the big soak towards the range so the range have an easier time getting into it, but the range should also just move closer to the boss so that they're able to actually soak when the time comes. Give movement speed to that person. Here's another soak. I'm going to use my Divine Protection because my shield is not off cooldown yet. That's really rough. Boss is at 17%. We should be able to kill this. Group is looking very, very healthy, actually. Give this person movement speed. My little robot blips letting me know that I have cooldowns available. Shield of Vengeance here. Going to be kind of rough. Okay. We worked it out. I can luckily stand quite a bit away from the boss because I am a paladin. There we go. Ooh, if I get this pocket anvil, I'm gonna be one happy camper. Ooh, 73 roll. That's a pretty solid roll. Let's see if Ravenfrost snipes it from me again like he did the boots. Okay, looking good, looking good. Just gonna quickly switch. Dude, I got the anvil. Oh! Yeah! Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, cool. That's cool. I like getting stuff for sure, dude. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, we're just going to replace the Doomhammer fragment with that. That's amazing. I'm immediately going to equip that. I'm going to put it down here. I'll make a WeakAuras for it and stuff later. Right now I have to do raiding. Switch back to my Mythic Plus thing just for the trash. Again, all of the builds are available in the description down below. Just take a quick look. Make sure I loot the trash. The loot here. Oh, actually a trinket. 9.9k, 370. Today is a good day, boys and girls. But yeah, we got another piece of loot. A green. And it says minimum buyout 9.9k. If that thing sells for 10k, I'm going to be real fucking happy. I'm going to tell you right now. Let me actually put that down here. Okay, I'm actually going to try and make a WeakAuras. Actually, first I'm going to make a macro. For raiding, this macro actually works wonders. New macro, show tooltip, Hammer of Wrath, /use, link the Elementium Pocket Animal, and then /cast Hammer of Wrath. save that bad boy, and we're going to drop it down here. So basically this is just going to use the anvil every time I use Hammer of Wrath. The reason I want that macro is because I want my elemental pocket anvil to be used on cooldown when I'm in boss fights, and that's a safe way to do it. In dungeons, I don't recommend doing that, because sometimes you want to save your cooldown with the anvil to make sure that you can use it to extend its duration. I'm going to Shield of Vengeance here just to make sure that I don't kick the bucket. There we go. I fucking hate this green slob. I don't know why. I hate the bubbling slime. I hate the fact that it forces me to run away. Okay, this is the first time in all the fucking runs I've ever done of this place where I didn't get the fucking thing where you have to run away from everyone. Okay, well, we're back to getting it. Just gonna go away from people. I don't want to kill anyone. Make sure I keep grabbing that loot. I still can't believe I got the fucking anvil, dude. I'm so pumped about the anvil. But yeah, I'll explain more about the anvil when we go into dungeons with it. For raiding, basically you want to macro it into something that you use very, very often to make sure that you use it whenever it's off of cooldown. In dungeons, it's a bit different because you want to make sure that you keep the buff up between trash pulls. So you usually save your usage of it when you're between pulls and you're not in combat. Because the way it works is it gives you a buff. When you leave combat, the buff stays for 12 seconds and then it goes away and you lose all your stacks. The buff obviously stacks up to 5 times as the description of the item says. That actually brought my item to 415. My item level. Before we start with this boss, we're going to switch to pure single target. There's nothing but the bosses in this fight on normal difficulty. Again, all of the builds are available in the description down below. Just take a look. Getting ready to pull Forgotten Experiments on normal difficulty. I have very short cooldowns, so it's actually worth me using all of my stuff right at the beginning, because I can get it up again for the second boss. That sounds dirty. I forgot to put the macro. Fuck! I spent all that time talking about the macro, and then I didn't put it on my bars. Oh, they all stacked up. That's interesting. So a few of them got double stacks. We're going to use Blessing of Protection on the one person that has a double stack, because that way we remove the bleed from them and they're not taking that much damage. Well, they're not taking any damage because they don't have a dot on them. Okay, we're standing in the triangle of the charges. I got a bad feeling that there's going to be a lot of people getting hit by the charges. Okay, I'm not going to use... I guess I can use the 30-second cooldowns. Well, should I just use the minute-long cooldown so I won't have that available for this next boss? While the next boss is spawning, I'll drag the macro I made onto my bars. Okay, there he goes. Macro / macro. To be specific macros. Hammer of Wrath down... What the fuck? I can't... Why can't I drag it? I can't drag... What the fuck? I didn't... God damn it. Fuck. I'm so flustered. Okay, focus. You got a DPS. This is embarrassing. Okay, so I have the dot on me, so when I get to a very high number of stacks, I'm going to move over. Like, let's say 10 or so stacks, I'll move over. Never mind, I've been dispelled before that. So I'm just going to move out of the explosion. The reason I wanted to move away at that point of stack, at that number of stacks, is because it leaves the explosion on the ground when you get dispelled. This person has 12 stacks, and he's not getting dispelled, so I guess it's a little bit random about how often you get dispelled. There we go. That's the second boss dead. Here comes the second boss. Or third boss. Actually, this is the third boss of the third boss. Oh, I gotta kick that. The tank was standing in the way of the ball for a second, but then he moved, so I just stopped paying attention to it, but I realized on time that I didn't have to. Okay, now I have to get away from the other side of the deep breath. That person doesn't give a shit. Where is he? Lay on hands. I got you, buddy. No, the orb gave him an absorb shield. Nobody moved into this. Like, what the fuck? I had to turn around to save my hunter friend, and then the orb gets to touch the boss. You have to touch the boss's balls, otherwise the balls are going to give him a shield. What? Wait, no, not like that. All right, he's going to be dead here, so I don't have to worry about the ball too much. Okay, let's go. Did we get anything here? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't even need roll on anything here, but that's okay, dude. I got an anvil. I don't even care if I get anything else from the raid. Let's try and put that macro back on my keyboard. There we go. For the single target spec, I gave Uravi? I have no idea how to say their name, but I gave them a res because nobody else was resing them. Poor bastard. Then to go to the Zaqali. The Assault of the Zaqali. It's a cool name, Zaqali. Give movement speed to the tank. There you go, buddy. Group could do with a Stampeding Roar. But luckily we have these flasks over here where we can just do a line of coke and then we can run fast. I like how we just unquestioning, like we see it glow and we just go over there and right click. It's like, oh, what's this button do? And Blizzard could have trolled us and just made it something that kills you. And you get like a debuff for 10 minutes and like, that says, why did you think that was safe? Okay, for this we're going to switch to M+ build, even for the Zaqali boss fight, because it's basically a trash boss. And not like it's a bad boss, it's just, well, it's kind of a bad boss, but it's but more in the sense of there's just a lot of ads in it, so it's basically like a trash fight. Okay, big pulls here. We're looking for the... Is there? Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Okay, I see a preserver over there. That's what I'm tunneling. That's all I need to kill. I don't care about any of the other enemies. I'm going to bubble here because there's a lot of shit going on and I really don't want that heal to go off, so I need to survive to make sure that I am able to kick the heal. I managed to kick it, so now I can chill for a little bit. You have Blinding Light. When I see those bastards start spinning again, I'm going to use Blinding Light to interrupt all those spins. I'm saving my Rebuke to make sure that I can actually kick the heal, but it looks like this thing's dying before the heal goes off. So you can do the big pulls on the trash. The key thing is to just make sure you interrupt the preservers. When you go left side over there, there's also the naturalist that you have to kick. He has a heal as well. Alright, there's 2 preservers here. We're going to focus one and we're going to target the other one. The reason we're focusing one is so we can kick that one, and I'll stun the one that I'm actually looking at right now. Focus one and stun the other one, and perfect, dude. That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's my nipples very hard. We're gonna stand up against the wall here. We're gonna get knocked back into the wall, and we can just keep DPSing. You couldn't tell what was going on because my camera decided to go into my fucking cranium, but that's basically what happened. Okay, we're going for a little stroll with these guys. I don't have any divine steed charges left, so I'm just kind of walking after them. I'm gonna focus the bird. Big birdo over here. Make sure I'm not standing in a swirly when he does his bullshit. I'll make sure there's nothing to loot back there. You know your boy go crazy for that loot. We're gonna stun that thing because actually you can interrupt it and then it has to cast it all over again and you can kill them without them blowing up and doing damage to your raid. I'm gonna use blinding light here to make sure we interrupt that again. Okay, there's not enough people DPSing it, so we're just gonna go up there. Shield of Vengeance because this guy's doing his big lava rain bullshit, and the range on that is pretty ridiculous. Holy shit, did you see that? It's still hitting me from all the way down there. That's fucking crazy, dude. Might have to lay on hands here. Actually, we're gonna just go over to the side. Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands. I don't trust myself to survive this otherwise. We're going to battle res the tank. There we go. We have a battle res on the tank. Hopefully he takes it. This is kind of a wipe if he doesn't. He should. There we go. He took it. Okay. This is a very ambitious pull when the group was very spread up. If we were stacked up a bit better, I think we could have handled it because then the healers could heal us, but the healers were really far behind us. But we've recovered. Just have to make sure I don't stand on the same side of the trash as the tanks because the frontal slam that these guys do really hurts. You really need to mass the spell. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna spam heals on myself. Otherwise, I'm just gonna die. Oh, never mind. I got wiped out by the frontal somehow. Okay. This is looking like a release angle. We're gonna go drink that undefined substance and run our way back. Give this guy movement speed just to speed everyone up. Well, not everyone, just that one guy, but you get what I mean. Can you blame me for getting flustered? I have been drinking this undefined substance here. Who knows what they put into that? 17 different types of drugs. Wait, are we still fighting stuff here? Holy shit, we're still fighting stuff here. What the fuck? I guess a lot of people died and had to run back, so the DPS wasn't there. We're gonna drop cooldowns on this again because I think people are gonna want to reset. I'm gonna blinding light again to interrupt that. I'm gonna stun the one that has more health and we're gonna try and kill the other one. Okay, people are stunning it. That's right. I don't want to move out of shit. I want to kill things. Doing a quick reset. Just gonna taunt the boss to actually make it go outside. There we go. Looks like the tanks are going to make us go to different groups. I respect that because I don't trust most people to actually properly DPS the boss to make sure that the single cycle thing goes through. We might even have the DPS, but people usually end up padding AoE DPS on the ads instead of the boss, and then you end up with a situation where if you have one tank and healer here and the rest of the group there, the boss doesn't get put to 25% on the first run, and then he jumps over here and there's just 2 people here, and that's a wipe. So group 1 and 3 square, group 2 and 4 triangle. I am group 1, so I am on square. Just gonna quickly eat my food buff and click that I'm ready. Let's go. Come on, baby. Here comes Zaqali. I actually have enough time to pop all my cooldowns here, so we're going to do that. Since I'm close platform, I don't care about my cooldowns as much because I'm only going to be fighting ads. I'm not going to be fighting the boss. The first platform to fight the boss is that guy. That platform. Okay, well, the boss is going away. We're just going to get a few more hits in, and then we're going to go over to the Mystic. We're saving Lust for P2. The tank said that, or the raid lead. We are tunneling into the Mystic. We don't really care about the ads. The tank is taking care of the ads, making sure that they get grouped up and don't reach the door. I respect that. I'm going to use Shield of Vengeance because I'm getting the shit beaten out of me by this wall climber over here. And now we can cleave the ads because the shield is gone from the Molten Mystic, or the Magma Mystic. I'm going to drop my cooldowns on what's left of this group just to make sure that they die super quick. Okay, tank missed some of these. We're going to go over here so that they don't go... I'm trying to reach it, but I can't. Okay, we got it. There's the next Mystic. We're going to go for the Mystic right away. There's going to be a bunch of trash. I'm going to try and get aggro on the trash so that they come over to the tank. I'm just trying to help the tank. I'm not trying to do his job for him. The big circle here means that the boss is jumping over. Make sure we interrupt that Magma Mystic. That single target spell really hurts. Okay, switch over to Cagney. Okay, that took a few clicks. You almost have cooldowns available. I'm going to hold my cooldowns until I can pick up Cave Rubble. We're going to use that Cave Rubble to take care of some of these ads. A single target DPS is not that amazing, so I'm okay with just using the Cave Rubble. There's some other people using it. That's good. As soon as I was done using that, I made sure to turn around and drop all my cooldowns on Cagney, just trying to get as much damage into him as possible. We're going to grab the next set of Cave Rubble, and we're just going to use it here on these beams. Every time you use Cave Rubble on one of those beams, you actually kill one of the ads. Hit that guard to make sure that he comes over. Hit the other guard. Okay, the tank already hit the other guard, so I don't have to. Alright, when you use the stones, there's not that many ads to actually kill. I'll have my cooldowns available soon, and then I can Just blast this guy. I'm going to quickly grab aggro on these two just to bring them over to the tank. Tank's grabbing the other side. That's wonderful. We're going to kick this, make it move over. That's beautiful. Tank is the boss is actually in the middle, so I'm not going to use my cooldowns here. We're just going to drag these guys all the way over to the center because that's where the boss is. Okay, just got to spread. We'd be using Lust. Lust is being used, making sure I'm not standing on top of anyone with the circle. The soak's coming in. Normal mode, I think everyone can soak, so it doesn't matter if we soaks first. Yeah, okay. There's no debuff for soaking, so you can just stand there. Not even going to move, just going to DPS the boss. All of the trash got taken care of. Making sure I spread out and give people room to actually keep spreading out. Okay, there we go. Gonna soak again, make sure I stand in that circle. Keep beating the shit out of the boss. He should die before the next soak. There is another spread coming through. Just make sure I'm not standing on top of anyone. There's some space over here. And the boss is dead. Ooh, there was somebody saved because we only got 3 items, but we have a belt, a champion belt that we could possibly get. Crit haste, I'm okay with that. Yeah, we're going to need roll on that bad boy. See if we get it. Ooh, somebody rolled a 95. I rolled a 77, so we're not getting that belt. Oh well, moving on to Rashok. I like Rashok trash. It's just like, here, beat the shit out of these 4 guys. We know you're all excited to kill Rashok. And I am, dude. I love this boss fight. The pacing is perfect. The DPS check is awesome. It's just it's such a well-designed boss fight. So I wish there were more good single target burns like that. I'm not sure if we're resetting here or not. We'll see what the tank or the boss or the raid lead says. He's moving over to the side. Hopefully he doesn't drag him through the center. Good, good, good. He's moving over to the side. We're gonna give him movement speed just to make him move away faster. Okay. Oh, okay. He went into cat form to move faster, and he got he got killed by the boss. Alright, it's okay. We gave him a quick res, and it's like it never happened. Check my buffs. I have all my buffs still running. All my consumables, I mean. That's good, that's good. We have all the raid buffs that our raid can provide for us. We have a hunter who's a little bit AFK. Right, looks like the hunter's back. Yeah, he's moving. He's hustling. Oh, shit. Here come the boy. Or the girl. I don't know. Alright, we zoog. Ah, shit. I'm in my AoE. Fuck. God damn it, I'm still in my AoE spec. I completely forgot to switch. Well, my DPS is gonna suck. Not that it would have been amazing otherwise, but yeah, it's definitely gonna suck right now. We're gonna give that guy movement speed because he's not using anything to speed himself up. That way he can position himself over there where he needed to. Big soak, not pointed at the range, so the range is not gonna be joining in. I'm gonna use my shield for sure. Ooh, one of the tanks went down. We're gonna instantly battle res them. That was because the taunt swap didn't go through properly. Come to Doom Flames. We're gonna grab this one over here. More people need to grab him. Good, good, good. Taunt swap went through successfully. We don't have to battle res the tanks. Well, actually, we can't battle res the tanks again because it's not LFR. Okay, boss moved over. He's going to do the big soaky soak after this. Still pointed away from the group. Not ideal. You want to point it at the group so that the ranged has an easier time getting in. But enough people soak to not wipe anyone, so it's fine. It is only normal, so it does not matter. Okay, we're going to give that person movement speed. Make sure that they can get to where they need to go. Just helping the group out. True Paladin. Okay, this is very lucky because most of the raid group doesn't actually have to move at all. Okay, and he goes into the center. And now we have the intermission. I don't have any AoE group heal kind of thing that I can use, so I'm just going to sit here and beat the shit out of the boss. That's all I can really do. Okay, the tanks are pre-positioning to move him over in that direction, so I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to move like this. There we go. He's been taunted to this direction. Give that person movement speed so they can position where they need to. Going to do his charge smash again. That should be pointed at the range so that the range have an easier time getting in, but we managed to get into it anyway. I used my Shield of Vengeance late there, so now I just have a giant absorb shield and nothing to absorb. Here come the soaks. We're going to go grab the other one that's back here because it's the furthest away and I did have movement speed to give myself with the steed. Tank did the hero play and grabbed the other one that was behind the boss. Here's another one. This person's again slow. And he really doesn't like Shadow Priests, but then again he has many Shadow Priests to choose from. There's 4 in the raid. We have another set of cooldowns that we're going to drop on his head. Here comes the soak again. We're going to use Divine Protection to reduce the damage we're taking. Health bar didn't even move. It looks like a mage used his bubble thingy thing. Okay, another Shadow Priest. Man, he has a thing against Shadow Priests. For sure he has a thing against Shadow Priests. He keeps targeting Shadow Priests. Hunter getting another lay on hands from us. I think it's the same Hunter that got it on Forgotten Experiments. Where is he? Where is he? Lay on hands. I got you, buddy. Okay, I'm taking a look where the tanks are. Tanks are going to take it in this direction, so I want to stand over here and drop another set of cooldowns on his head because our little WeakAuras beeped at us, meaning that we have cooldowns available. Is that a Shadow? No, that's a Hunter. So he hates Shadow Priests and Hunters. Big soak. We're going to use our Shield of Vengeance again because the ranged can't join us, unfortunately. There we go. He should be dead here before anything really nasty happens again. There's another soak. Are we gonna... Oh, he's dead. Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, but there was no risk. We got it. This is an off-spec thing. I'm just gonna need to roll for us. Nah, it's for holy. I'm gonna transmog roll on that bad boy. Transmog roll on this. Hopefully one of the tanks gets it. They've been doing really, really well. There's a survival hunter, so maybe he gets it. Let's see, actually. Yeah, so far it's the tank. Let's go, tank. Come on, Falcon. It's the other two people that we're waiting on who can actually need roll on it, so now they're probably in like negotiations. Ooh, they got it. He got it. It says that we're waiting on Easy Future, but it already gave it to Thralcon. That's a little bit weird. Oh no, he pulled the stuff behind us. But yay, the tank got the weapon. I was cheering for the tank because I played a Guardian Druid as well, and I really wanted the weapon. I'm gonna stun this guy while he's doing that channel because that channel does quite a bit of damage. I guess it's not that bad because when there's only one of them, it doesn't matter. Blinding Light this one. But yeah, I was saying I also played a Guardian Druid, so I wanted the Guardian Druid to win it because I didn't get it. I don't think it ever dropped while I was playing, but I know for a fact that I would have wanted it if it did drop. Here I really need to remember to change my spec. That's something I really often forget. Not my spec, sorry, my build. I keep saying spec instead of build. Okay, quickly. Here we go. We're gonna go single target. I know there's ads on this fight, but usually when I do go kill the ads, I go like to the side where there's only one of them. So you can get away with just using a single target spec on this fight, in my opinion. Unless you have a Death Knight that's been grouping them up quite nicely and you're like in a guild that's running progression, whatnot. But for pugs, you're usually cool with just running a single target build here. Our buffs are still up. 13 minutes should be more than enough to beat the shit out of this noob. Look at him. Look at his goofball. His goofy ass, flaming ass hand. Oh, ready check. Okay. About to start flaming this guy. You lucky they stopped me. You lucky they put a ready check on my screen. Otherwise, I flame you, make you go crying home to your mama. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. I genuinely, I don't have an explanation. Please forgive me. Yeah, let's just drop all our cooldowns. We should be using Bloodlust right at the pull. Make sure we don't stand in the trap. We're not using Bloodlust for some reason. We're saving it for next season. There we go, there's the time warp. Well, I wasted my wings and didn't have Bloodlust during my wings, but that's okay. It's not like my single target DPS is amazing anyway. I'm gonna be honest, I really suck at single target DPS, but what I can do is I can do tactics. Make sure I grab one of these so that I can use it. I'm gonna use it on this one that's here in the middle. Hopefully someone grabs this other one. If not, I'll grab this one and use it. There we go, I grabbed it. We're gonna use it on this one. The reason I'm using it on those is because the ones that are out on the edge, I don't care about those as much as I do about the ones in the middle. Here's a tactical distraction. We need to move. So far nobody dead to the tactical distraction. That's good, that's good. Okay, there's a trap activating right on top of me, so I gotta move. Stand right on top of him, so Blast Wave doesn't move me far enough away to stop me from auto-attacking. Okay, there's these. I'm going to bubble and run through them. That way nobody else has to worry about them. I forgot those were a thing on normal. They're not a thing on LFR, and that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. Switch to the ads. That one has more health, so we're going to focus him. We're going to interrupt it if he manages to cast it. He didn't manage to cast it. We're just going to quickly deactivate this trap really quick. We're going to grab this other thing for trap deactivation because nobody did. We have Divine Protection, so we're going to grab one of these bombs. A tank took the other one. There's Tactical Destruction. We need to move. Tanks are sleeping a little bit, making me nervous, but it's okay. It's okay. They do it on time, so as long as the group survives, I don't care when they do it. There's going to be 2 traps to deactivate in the middle of the room. That's going to really suck. Oh shit, I'm standing in it. Okay, I only got 2 stacks of the debuff from the trap, so it doesn't matter, and it can be dispelled, so somebody dispelled me, and that's good. I just about have my Shield of Vengeance. We're going to use the Shield of Vengeance. We're going to step into this trap just to make sure that nobody dies from it blowing up, because it does a lot of raid-wide damage. But yeah, I was saying, as a plate wearer, I can take care of these traps quite well because they do physical damage, so your armor just protects you from all of that. I'm going to quickly go over here to the golems, make sure I finish them off. There's quite a few people switching to them in this raid group, so I'm quite happy about that. I don't want to use any of my cooldowns on the golems. I have Divine Protection, so we're just going to grab one of these. I'm going to grab both of them because I have Blessing of Protection. Blessing of Protection protects you from physical damage. Tactical Destruction, we're going to see where it goes. It goes there. We need to go in that direction. Ooh, I almost stepped back into it. That would have been really bad. A couple of traps coming up. We're going to grab one of these. Hopefully healers will keep us up. We have Shield of Vengeance coming up. There we go. Shield of Vengeance is up. The dot damage should be negligible. I don't know if people are using the thing. I think I mean the thing that removes the traps, the trap remover things. New set of ads are coming out, but the boss only has 8 million health and is dropping fast, so we're going to step over here to get blast waved this way instead of into the traps. Boss is going to go down here. I'm not going to switch to ads here. And that's the Zskarn. My DPS was atrocious, but I kind of helped by grabbing the traps and stuff. So we have another belt, champion tier, haste mastery. Mastery kind of sucks, but I'll take anything that's champion tier, to be honest, unless I already have it. So far, it looks like I'm getting it. Never mind, I'm not getting it. Apalia, that's the second time she's rolled higher on a belt than I did. Yeah, she has Seal of the Defiant Hordes, and she won it. Ah, but this is higher item level. That's probably why they need it. Okay, that's fine. I'm really liking this raid group so far. These guys are doing great. Although I could be biased because I got a pocket animal, which is super good for a Ret Paladin. The reason it's so good for Ret Paladin is because of the Crusading Strikes where it is. Where is it? Not where it is. Crusading Strikes. Basically, your auto attacks can trigger the anvil, so you don't have to spend any globals using it if it's some ability that you don't want to use all the time. So arguably, Ret Paladins have the best time using that trinket out of any class. I'm just gonna use Shield of Vengeance here. I never have any idea if I'm standing in shit on these trash mobs. Because it just covers the entire floor with swirlies, and it's like, good luck. But this is fine. It's fine. This is fine. You can actually stand right here, and then you can hit both of them with your stuff. Tips and tricks of Vlad. Oh shit! Yeah, you can also. I'm gonna bubble. Not dying that way. That's too disgraceful. We're just gonna eat the bubble cooldown. I ain't dying. Not today. Pro tips and tricks: get killed in Aberrus by Vlad. Definitely not Vlad. More like definitely not good. Right. Let's do it properly this time around. Actually, I have a single target spec. I don't even know why I'm standing between them. God, I love having 30-second cooldowns. This spec is so fucking good. And what is better than yeeting giant fucking hammers at your enemies? We got something. 376. Who cares? We're looking for that 379 spicy loot. We're already in our pure single target spec, so we don't have to really do anything to change for Magmorax. And I do need to reapply my consumables here. My rune is about to run out. It's only got 3 minutes left. And now we're back to 2 hours. Good. Raid lead said stack on circle. I suggested that they add another marker so that if the circle marker has breath on it, people know where to go. It's not that people would stand in breath, it's more like just make them all go to the same side so that you still have things stacked. We're going to move all the way over there. I got you, buddy. Don't worry about it. Make sure we soak that so we don't have extra pools. You stack on circle. People are stacking on circle. Oh, this is so much nicer than LFR. Holy shit. I'm just so traumatized by LFR. Nobody ever knows what to do in LFR. Which is okay. That's like the story mode of the raid, right? It doesn't even matter if people know what to do on LFR. As long as there's like 5 people who know what to do, you can basically clear LFR. But it's so torturous. I don't know, for me it really bothers me when people don't know tactics. And not because I think they should, but just because, I don't know, it just bothers me. It's like I don't know, maybe it's the autism, dude. We're gonna stand in this. There's other people standing. Aw, dude, come on. The tank moved into it and then moved back out of it, but we're just gonna soak it really, really quick. Won't be able to soak that with the rest of the raid. He probably saw me running and decided like, oh, okay, the Paladin's gonna do it again, so I'm gonna move back out of it. They need to move closer to the moon. They're moving that. Good. I like these tanks, man. We have bubble available. We're gonna bubble so we don't get knocked back. That's good. The druids charged back right away, so we are not moving the boss at all. That's wonderful. Dropping another set of cooldowns. Igniting roar. I'm gonna get this one that's further away. The nice thing about Paladin again, you can do 20-yard DPS. Okay, breath is coming, so people should move. That guy, the one guy with the breath just stood in it, or one guy with the pull just kind of stood in it. It's okay, we soak it up real quick. We clean up right after you, buddy. Don't worry about it. You left a big mess on the floor. A big doo-doo stain. Man's been eating Chipotle. Grabbing the one that's the furthest away from the group, because I have the movement speed to go do that. Going to drop another set of cooldowns here. We're soaking again. Should be using Shield of Vengeance there just to get some damage into the shield so it blows up and deals the damage back to the boss. And also keeps me nice and safe. But on normal it's not enough to actually one-shot me, so I don't have to worry about dying. I just kind of want the damage from the shield. Because it's a good source of damage actually. We have another set of cooldowns. Here's the roar. We're going to get closer. Use a steed to get back in there. We now don't have a steed charge to get back on top of the small soaks. So I have to keep that in mind. I might have to use a Blessing of Freedom to keep myself moving quick enough. We're going to use Blessing of Freedom to grab that. That one was the furthest one away that I saw from the other DPS. We're going to use a Shield of Vengeance actually, and we're going to soak this. We have the dot from the small soak, so Shield of Vengeance is actually definitely worth it because I'm just taking a lot of damage. Again, my DPS sucks and I'm aware of that, but I'm focusing on tactics. And I'm also commentating, so those are my excuses. I do have this available now. We're going to grab that. Somebody's grabbing this one. Ooh, clutch. And the boss should be going down. 5 million damage. We're going to stack here on the orange marker. Oh, I'm going to die. Nah, I'm not going to die. Fuck you. Using fucking lay on hands. Another intellect weapon. We're going to transmog roll on that. Greed. No loot. But I got pretty lucky with the anvil, I gotta admit, so I don't really care if I get other loot. I mean, I'd love to get more loot, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna be upset if I don't, because I already got the anvil and that's massive. Use my Shield of Vengeance there just to absorb some of this lava damage, because that's pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna turn on friendly health bars and just gonna heal people to make sure that they can jump down. Here, we're looking at the hunter, unfortunately. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Well, you guys, good luck. I'm at half health, so I'm gonna sit down and eat just to get my health back, and to refresh my food buff. There we go, we're back at full health. I'm going to switch to my M plus exec build, which basically is my Mythic Plus build, but I also have Executioner's Sentence. I am interrupted because I got put into combat, so I have to go do damage here with a single target spec, or not spec, build. I keep calling it spec like a dumbass. Okay, we're looking at the Preserver. We're going to use a bubble here because it's reset its cooldown from when we killed the boss. Kick that cleansing bullshit. Both tanks are dead. We're rezzing one of the tanks. There we go. Battle res on one of the tanks. Still looking at the Preserver. Is that the Preserver? Okay, one of the Preservers dead. I think the Preservers are dead. Okay, we got the tanks back up. That's good. I think we got the tanks back up. I'm not 100% sure. We pulled another group, which is not a great idea when your tanks are struggling to stay alive. We're looking at the tanks. We're going to kick that heal. Looking at the tanks to make sure that they can survive this. Shield of Vengeance so I don't actually die here. Okay, they need to kind of move them out of the enemies, out of the purple cloud, because they really hurt already. Just make sure that I'm not standing in any of this. Dude, what the fuck? Why is this trash so hard? Didn't manage to keep the enemies or the tank up. I'm gonna look at... Oh man, he fucking died so fast I couldn't even lay on hands. Okay, bit of an overpull here, but the raid was going too smoothly, wasn't it? I'm going to stay dead until they reset. I'm also telling the group to stay dead until they reset. Telling the group to die and stay dead, and not because I'm angry at them, just because we need to reset the mobs. They're good to go. The mobs have reset, so we're safe. We can pull everything, but we should bloodlust if we do it. Told the group that there's no preservers left, so it's safe to pull what's left. But should bloodlust and reset if we do that, because these big guys, all of them have like different debuffs and whatnot and buffs for the other ones, and they actually hurt. Blizzard did not want you to pull all of this at the same time. I mean, shit, you can if you want to, but Blizzard made sure that it really fucking hurts if you do that. Yay, we got a mass res. Woo! And we have to eat again. Okay, my guy over there getting his ass kicked. We're going to give him a blessing of sacrifice. We're going to use a shield of vengeance on ourselves so that we can actually absorb some of that damage that's going out. We're interrupting that. Looking at the green scale because he does a heal. I want to make sure I kick that heal. We're going to use divine protection to survive that. We're going to kick that heal that the green scale started casting. Okay. So now we can chill for a little bit because the green scale is not going to be casting anything. I like how I'm commentating trash like it's a boss fight. That. Okay, snooze interrupted the thingy thing. And by thingy thing, I mean the battle cry from one of these guys. There's the devastating thing. I'm just going to eat that. It's not going to one-shot me, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, nice. We cleared those. Oh, I see a loot icon over there. Goblin brain, say clicky click. What I get? I got the forbidden flounder. That's going to kill me if I eat it. You can get an achievement for eating it, actually. Okay, we're looking at the Cinder Breath. The Cinder Breath does a nasty damage debuff or whatever if you don't interrupt him. So we're going to be looking at that. I think it's called Brutal something. The Zone of Azure Might, we're going to... Yeah, there it is. We're going to stand in the Zone of Azure Might because it increases our damage done by 50%. So we just want to make sure that we take advantage of that. Just looking at the Cinder Breath. He dancing. And there we go. Cleared out the trash. Okay, before I continue talking random crap, I need it. Fuck, I'm stunned. I need to switch to my Cleave build, which is basically my Mythic Plus build with Execution Sentence. Oh no, Executioner's Sentence instead of Final Reckoning. Okay, I'm no longer stunned. I can switch my talents. I don't know if we're resetting or not. We're resetting. God fucking damn it. We're resetting, so I'm in combat again. But I will have time to switch my spec now when the reset goes through. There we go. We're out of combat. Please let me switch. I misclicked. There we go. Okay, just gotta remember to actually switch my macros around. We have the Hammer of Wrath macro. We actually don't need the Final Verdict macro anymore because we don't use the thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. This old trinket anymore, actually. So let me just put the new trinket in there. Tank says starting on Skull, going clockwise. Just gonna pop all our cooldowns before we get knocked around. We're starting on Skull, so the range should be moving here. Not a big fan of the Skull marker placement. That actually confused a lot of range, so we have a lot of people stuck on that side. But that's the first wall we're going to be breaking, so I think we should be fine here. A lot of people breaking walls with the thingy thing. Hopefully the tank doesn't actually break a wall with the thingy thing. Calamitous Strike, okay. There we go. He pointed it at the corner, so that's good. That way we don't get more wall breaks. Using another set of cooldowns, probably a mistake because he's about to use this. I will move out of this. Okay, we managed to make it to the other side, safe and sound. And now it's rinse repeat until he hits 60% HP. Then he's going to transition phase. We're not going to use our cooldowns because he's about... Oh, no. That's looking like a reset, right? We should just reset. I'm going to go stand and shit. Our tank is dead, like on the other side of the room. It's okay. Tank got a little bit flustered, got knocked into the wrong side. It happens. There we go. We called the wipe. People are still getting out of the circle even though we call the wipe. I don't know what they're hoping to achieve. So if tanks are dead, then we're just going to watch Neltharion walk around and beat the shit out of everyone. Now he's got to cast Rushing Darkness. Big oof. But we go again. Actually get a chance to repair my gear here now. And sell my junk. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I don't sell any 379 pieces because I don't want to miss out on making gold. Jump into the lava. Use Shield of Vengeance so I don't take damage from the lava. There we go. Now I am safe to jump down. Suggested that we move the skull marker all the way to that door or that we move the skull marker closer to here. Okay, they put it right there so that people know. I typed in nice in chat because that's good. Now, people can't be confused if all the markers are there, so everyone knows where to go. We're getting a countdown. I didn't get time to eat. That was my mistake, though. I should have been eating as soon as I got here. Oh, well. 76 strength is not going to make the difference here. We blasting. Lots of range still not running up. That Shadow Priest is going to get stuck behind. It doesn't matter. One Shadow Priest more or less won't make the difference. Yeah, there's a little dwarf stuck behind there, but that's the first place we're taking all the wall breaks anyway, so... People really shouldn't be breaking walls. They should be pointing it at these walls because only the tanks should be breaking walls, but I guess they don't trust them. Tank did the right call there. He took the Calamitous Strike into that wall. Waiting for the big circle before we use our cooldowns. Yeah, once the boss is here, we're going to use all our cooldowns again because we have time to actually DPS in peace. Waiting for the Rushing Darkness. In case I get it, I didn't get it. I can stay right here where I am. Hopefully people don't keep breaking walls. There's a lot of people breaking walls with Rushing Darkness instead of just, you know, instead of letting the tanks break I'm not a big fan of this. I guess we have wall breaks. I'm just gonna go stand over. Yeah, people don't know where to go. Okay, we're fighting him there. The tanks are staying there, so I'm just gonna go. This is a bit of a clusterfuck. This isn't how you usually do it. But we'll just make it work. I'm gonna point this at the wall so I don't break any walls. That doesn't make sense. I pointed at the room wall instead of the breakable walls, so I don't break any of the breakable walls. There we go. That makes more sense. Waiting for the giant circle. Tank's gonna break some wall. I'm gonna taunt this just to make him not do this again. Okay. I don't want him to run over there. I used bubble right after it so I don't die. One of our tanks is dead again. I can't do that yet. Okay. That means somebody already battle resed him. Okay. Tanks may be new to this, I think. Possibly. I don't know. It's a bit rough because there's a lot of DPS that seem to be very new to this as well. But he's transitioning phase, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. One of our healers went down and we don't have a battle res for them for another 3 minutes. A lot of people low. Let's let's give lay on hands to that hunter for the 3rd time. Switching to the ad. We use our cooldowns on the ads. 6 people dead, including 1 healer. 6 DPS being dead is actually pretty rough, unless they're the absolute lowest DPS in the group. But even then it's pretty rough. We're not getting wall breaks from the tanks. Could use one soon. Okay, we're getting a bunch from the DPS. Okay, so the big thing that I think is wiping us is that there's a lot of wall breaks being done with Rushing Darkness. The tanks should be the only ones breaking the walls in normal difficulty. Even on heroic difficulty, it should only be the tanks. Unless there's like a mishap happening where the tanks didn't manage to break a wall and you need to use Rushing Darkness. I'm hoping I get res. There we go, we got a res. We're going into attempt number 3 of this boss. This is looking shaky, man. If people are playing like this on Echo of Neltharion, it's going to be rough doing Sarkareth. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's people just kind of slacking off instead of focusing and doing the boss fight properly. I'm not sure why I'm being marked with a star. And a person who was AFK, so they've been removed from the group. Oh, not AFK, sorry, offline. I'm not sure why I have an icon over my head. Just asking the tanks if they would like me to explain the tank tactics to them really quick. Okay, we actually explained the P1 thing a little bit. The Calamitous Strike, how it works and all that. Hopefully that helps the tanks understand the fight better, because I just feel like they were kind of struggling with the knockback, going in strong. Let's see, I got a feeling that this is the one. We gonna kill him here. Rushing Darkness being pointed at walls. Okay, now it's not at breakable walls anymore. People have listened to what we've explained. We are getting Calamitous Strike. The swap is coming in. Okay, the swap is coming in. We're gonna taunt the boss over here. There we go, that's perfect. I noticed that the other tank kind of messed up and didn't move him there, so I just figured I'd taunt. Hopefully I get taunted off. Oh, good. Okay, it worked out. I think they now understand what needs to be done, like I did the whole tactic. The idea is to just make him drop that big zone in such a way that it leaves, you the maximum amount of room. But I think they get it now. Instead of Rushing Darkness being pointed at the room walls, not the breakable walls. Never mind, I lied. There was somebody pointing at the breakable walls. My DPS is atrocious right now. That's because I'm trying to focus on the mechanics and making sure that the raid group gets through this. There's the Calamitous Strike. The other tank taunted immediately. That's good. Should just move him back just a little bit. He is not in bear form. I think it's because of a toy. Okay, we should be moving to the next group. The group got split up. There's 2 Shadow Priests and a tank over there. That's not good. No, it's just 2 Shadow Priests and something else over there. I don't know for sure what it was that's over there, but they don't seem to understand the fight. So that's one way to learn. I bet that's a learning experience. Okay, we are switching phase. Gonna hold off on the cooldowns. Gonna use it on the ad once the ad comes out. Okay, the group looks like it's gonna get split. That person's gonna get stuck on the other side of the wall. Hopefully that's where the first wall break goes. We're gonna switch to the ad. We're gonna drop all our cooldowns on the ad. This is looking a lot better than the other pulls though. I'm not sure if it's a kill, but it's looking better than the other pulls. Alright, we killed the first ad. Now we just need a wall break in that direction. This person's gonna conveniently break the wall. That's actually working out perfectly. They were stuck on the other side, so they had no choice but to break the wall. It's working out. So far so good. Okay, another ad dead. Do we have a wall break here? We don't have a wall break here. We need to run out. Just gonna run away from the group. I don't want to stress anyone out. I can DPS from 20 yards, so I can just stay safe. We are getting a wall break. Very good. Good job, tanks. Fuck. No, that was a bit too much empowerment, it looks like, or just the group being split up so much kind of messed us up. That's a lot of dead enemies. That's a lot of dead people. I don't think that's a kill. But we're doing a lot better. People are figuring it out. Yeah, I apologized about the taunts from in P1. I just wanted to demonstrate how the mechanic works. There's quite a few people left alive, and they hit P3, 43% to fight through. They're rezzing another person over there. That's a healer, it looks like, yes. Healer is not accepting it. Group doesn't seem to want to wipe, but I don't think they're going to kill it anyway. I mean, if they do kill it, 83 million health with half a raid dead. Shit, man, I'd be impressed. People are standing in the circles. Good. They didn't clear out all the circles, but that's because there's a lot of people dead, so you just don't have enough people to actually clear all the circles. That's going to be a lot of ads, but hopefully the group can cleave them down quickly enough. At least there's no more Rushing Darkness wall break. breaks. One tank went down because the Calamitous Strikes wasn't swapped on, or even if it was swapped on, the ads will actually beat you up. Calamitous Strike increases your damage taken from physical damage, so if you get hit by the ads while you have it, it's pretty rough. That's why people need to nuke the ads. Alright, it looks like a wipe. Okay, that was a much better attempt than the first two, so I'm okay with this kind of. Simon's cat whispered me, says thanks for the help. Okay, I'm glad they're not being annoyed by me doing the stuff that I'm doing, but rather, you know, appreciating it. I don't even need them to appreciate it. I just need them to not, well, not need them, but want them to not be annoyed by it. I don't want to piss people off. My man Heezy looking hazy. AFK for the ready check 2 times in a row. God damn. Let's see if he's AFK 3 for 3. Okay, he's back. Let's go. The haze has lifted from Heezy's eyes. Attempt number 4 on Echo of Neltharion. Being a rough one this time around. We're making it work. Let's see where the tanks take him. I'm hoping this side so people don't get stuck on the other side of the wall. Looks like somebody will get stuck. A few people will get stuck. That's 2 people out of the whole fucking raid fight because, yeah, we need a Rushing Darkness wall break. I don't think, yeah, these guys are kind of fucked. That's, oh man, I don't know. Okay, well, fuck it, 2 people, 2 schmeeple, you know? Okay, the other tank is taking it over this way. I, again, mistakenly, I'm just flustered because of the people getting stuck on the wrong side. They're kind of fucked, so they're just gonna sit there until P2, I guess. Rushing Darkness being pointed at the room walls, that's good, that's what you need to do. I do have a fresh set of cooldowns coming in, but I'm not gonna use them because the boss is about to do his bullshit where he stands still. That area needs to be taken into the middle of the room at least. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Trying to give people movement speed to get out of that so they don't get one-shot by it, because it hurts quite a lot. I like this person who just got one-shot. We're going to use all cooldowns here because we have time to actually DPS. Here we have wall breaks from non-tanks. Going to give the tank movement speed to get out of that. Just trying to get as much DPS in as I can between these. I'm going to use Shield of Vengeance here because everyone's kind of low, so I don't need to take priority heals if I have a shield. Rushing Darkness coming in. Okay, no wall breaks from the Rushing Darkness, it looks like. Raise the Earths. Okay, so the 2 people from the beginning actually get to participate in the rest of the fight. P2, they're going to be able to keep hitting the boss because all the walls drop when P2 starts. They're rebuilt and reconfigured, but they're gone. Okay, and now we hard switch to the ad. I'm not even cleaving, I'm just killing the ad as quickly as possible. We needed a wall break there. If I get Rushing Darkness, I'm going to do a wall break. Okay, we need a wall break. Rushing Darkness should wall break. Okay, there seems to be some people that know that they need to break the wall. That's good. That's good. It worked out. Just trying to avoid these big swirlies, or small swirlies, whatever. Oh, Heezy is still hazy. He went down. It says Heezy died in my chat. He didn't make it, fellas and gals. Keep being exclusive with my comments. I need to quit that. Just trying to burn down this ad. Feel a bit more comfortable, so I've been using a bit of Divine Storm here. We have a wall break available, so we're just going to go right through this, right next to the next ad. We're waiting on Executioner Sentence. There we go. Or Execution Sentence. And we're just going to drop all of our cooldowns on this ad. We need to kill it as quickly as possible so that the next Ebon Destruction thing doesn't kill us. Being targeted by that. Trying to find a spot where I'm not going to silence anyone. This seems to be a good spot. There we go. Because when you get knocked through people, you actually silence them. Okay, we made it to P3 with everyone except for Hazy, or Heezy. Well, Heezy is hazy, so Hazy guy is the only one who went down. Going to be saving my AoE abilities to make sure that I have damage for the ads when they come out. The ads need to die ASAP, otherwise the tanks are not going to be able to survive long enough. I do have battle reses available if necessary. There's Ebon Destruction. We're just going to try and grab the one that's furthest away. I'll grab this one because I didn't see anyone in it. Okay, one person went down, being targeted. I'm just trying to stand. Okay, I can stand right here and it won't silence anyone. I used my horsey here. I probably should not have used my horsey here because I need to have a quick way of getting into the zones when the Ebon Destruction comes out and I need to hide. Okay, seeking shelter. I'm going to stand on this one. The idea is to have one person in each portal so that you always take care of all of the portals. Okay, we managed to take care of all of them. Good, 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 good. That's really, really good. Being targeted by Rushing Darkness again. We're going to try and point that so that nobody gets hit by it. We're going to Shield of Vengeance here because we're getting kind of low on health. Boss should be going down now. Still trying to cleave down the ads. I don't want the tanks dying. We're going to give Lay on Hands to the tank that's low. Ebon Destruction, I'm going to bubble so I can stand here. Otherwise I'm going to get fucked because I didn't pay attention to that. When in trouble, you better fucking bubble, and that's how you kill this motherfucker. There we go. Ashkender, give me that shit. I earned it. And give me those fucking gloves too while I'm at it. In this fucking ring... Actually, no, it's a crit haste ring. Oh, there's 2 people that are tied for Ashkender. Both of them have higher rolls than I do. Let me see, actually. Is this ring better than what I have? One of my rings has versatility. The other is haste crit. This is crit haste, more crit. With a socket, though, I'm needing on it. It has a socket. I want it. Well, I'm not going to get it, even if I want it. Oh, the guy that won Ashkender immediately left the raid, so... There's a lot of people leaving, so I don't know if we're going to be doing Sarkareth or not. Ooh, I'm a little bit late for trash because, oh yeah, well, I'm just in time for the bullshit orbs. Yeah, I'm a little bit late for trash because I went to go pee because I needed to take a bio break. I've been at this for quite a while now. But yeah, it seems like the group is willing to take on Sarkareth. Hopefully the tanks know what to do on Sarkareth more than they knew what to do on Echo, but if not, you know, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna ask Simon's cat if he knows the tactics here, and if he does, very good. If not, we'll help by explaining something. Alright, we've explained everything to our friend here, everything in P1, P2, and P3 regarding the tank busters and the fact that they need to position them into the center when P3 starts. Hopefully they understand what that means. I don't know if they've actually seen the fight before or not. I hope they at least watch the YouTube video of how the fight looks, because from me just typing it out, it's going to be hard for them to understand what exactly they need to do, but we'll coach them through it. I have about another hour left. If we don't kill it within 3 pulls, I'm going to leave, unfortunately, because I just don't have the time to keep doing this. I would still love to get Beacon to the Beyond. That is a massive trinket for us. It would replace Mark of Dark Rule in a heartbeat. One thing about this trinket, Elementum Pocket Animal, is it doesn't actually share the cooldown for trinkets. You notice that if you have 2 unused trinkets, using one will trigger the other one's cooldown for 20 seconds. Elementum Pocket Animal doesn't do that. Alright, we're dropping everything here. We're using our Cleave build for this fight. There's Glittering Surge. We're going to use our Shield of Vengeance to reflect some of that damage and to also keep ourselves nice and healthy through it. We are now affected by the debuff from that knockback. The debuff needs to be cleared by either standing in the Burning Breath or Mass Disintegrate. Preferably you would stand in the Breath. There's the Breath. I'm going to stand in it to get that debuff cleared. We only need to stand in it for 1 tick. No more than that. There's no reason to take more damage than that. 1 tick will take care of it. We have some people blasting the DPS, so this should be an easy kill. As long as the tanks don't kill us, I think. That's not meant to disrespect the tanks. They're just new, so it's fine. Like, they could mess up a mechanic and do a lot of damage to the raid group. It happens. Another set of bombs. The bombs target only ranged players, so if you're a ranged player on this fight, just make sure you're standing further away from the boss so that if the bombs target you, you don't drop it on top of the melee. Glittering Surge again. We're going to use our Shield of Vengeance here to keep ourselves nice and healthy. I'm looking at health bars to make sure that I heal someone if they get really, really low, like Heezy over here. We're going to drop a blessing, or not a blessing, a lay on hands on him. We're not going to use any of our cooldowns. Boss takes reduced damage when he starts floating like that. Waiting to go into the next phase. Here we need to pick up these 3 big circles. You want to pick up 10 of these little circles before you go into the big circles, or the 3rd big circle I should say, so you get 10 stacks of this buff here, because that buff gives you haste. Tanks are on top of the situation here. We've kicked it. We have a lot of haste going right now. We're going to try and take out these guys. Desolate Blossoms, you want to keep these guys in the Desolate Blossom so that they get the anti-heal thing. Or the heal absorb. Okay. Trash is dead. There's a void bomb over there. We're going to go and get it. Somebody else got it. There's another void bomb over here. I'll grab that one. There we go. We're going to go into the space between stars by standing in this and getting Oblivion stacks. Then we're going to try and pick up more of these little orbs so that we get the buff. We're also waiting for the bomb to go off. It has to go off in here so that it doesn't damage the raid group. There we go. We have 10 stacks waiting for the bomb going into this. And we can go beat the shit out of Sarkareth. DPS is very, very, very high. We're going to get another breath, and then he's going to transition into phase 3. Then we have to kill the ads before phase 3 starts proper. Just trying to kill all the ads. Blinding light to make sure we interrupt all of that. Okay, looking good. The DPS is extremely high. We invited some very decked out people. I think they're just here for the mount or something. Tanks should be taking it to the middle. Okay, that's a bit rough. We're going to drop it over here as close as we can to the center of the room. There we go. What you're supposed to do is have this area clear so that you can... Okay, we have some in the middle of the room, so it's not a big deal. We're going to interrupt this. We're going to stun that one. We want to make sure none of those go through. And we're going to drop all our cooldowns. There's a Bloodlust. Soak is coming in. Soak is going to be sacrificed on the side of the room. Not ideal. Could use that to clear some of these comets, like these over here could have been cleared with the Soak. But I guess there were some over there that got cleared. You have a bomb. We're going to grab the bomb. We're going to try and grab some debuffs here from this. There we go. We got teleported down. The bomb. Now we wait for the bomb to go off. While we wait for the bomb to go off, we're just grabbing the little stars. Bomb is about to go off. There it goes, and we can go back. We can start DPSing. There's a lot of people in the group dead, but top DPS is still alive, so I think this is doable. As long as the tanks don't go down, we should be fine. There's also some healers alive from what I can see. If not, I'll res one. I'll res this one because he's in range. He should not take that now because he's going to get blown up if he takes it. He's not taking it. Good, 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 good. I'm getting hit by these guys. I'm going to bubble right here. Okay, it's looking like a wipe. There's a lot of people dead, so we're going to reset. That was a good first attempt for a set of tanks that have never done it before, and quite a few people that seem to be new. I'm just going to grab this bomb, do the mechanic one more time for fun. Oh, never mind, I died. So okay, well that was a good first pull. I was expecting it to go a lot worse, but we have so much DPS that it's making it a lot easier. Just doing some more explaining for our friend over here, Simon's cat, which is one of the tanks. I believe he is in voice chat with his other tank. They're both from the same server, and they were the first 2 people in the raid when I joined. So I'm assuming that they're like a pre-made and that they're communicating. So explaining something to Simon's cat probably explains it also to Thralcon. It was a hard fucking name to say. Somebody left a feast, so we're gonna eat that rather than eat our own food. I got a good feeling about this pull. Ah, yeah, he says he's on Discord with the other tank and they're both using DBM. Okay, cool. So then whatever I tell Simon, he can tell to Thrallcon or Throwcon. I don't know how to say his name. Sorry, dude. We're going to drop all our cooldowns. We're not using Bloodlust on pull. There's a couple of bombs in there. I'm going to use my Shield of Vengeance. Things are trying to move him out of the bombs, but can't do that right now because he's busy casting all his bullshit. There we go. Now they can move him out of the bombs. That's good. Waiting for Searing Breath. We're going to stand right here. Took the debuff away. Now we're good. Yeah, you're sure as hell not going to see me in the top 5 DPS because there's a lot of people at like 440 item level here. It's hard to compete with those. Disintegrate. I'm going to keep it right here. Just keep it still so that people can avoid it if they need to avoid it. Waiting for my next set of cooldowns before I do anything crazy. There's the next Glittering Surge. It looks like one of our healers had the debuff from the thing. I'm looking at their health just to make sure I lay on hands them if it's necessary. Okay, I accidentally used all of my cooldowns here while we were doing, because I was looking at the healer to try and make sure that they survive. I don't want another healer to go down. I don't want a repeat of the first wipe. We're grabbing these things for the buff. That's enough of them. I'm gonna go out, beat the shit out of Sarkareth, wait for the tanks to come out. When I see a giant fell bear, there we go. We interrupted it. Phase 2 has started. We're waiting for the knockback breath. Okay. Get out of the breath, wait for the ads, and we're just looking at the ads here. Debuff all of them, start Divine Storming. Get out of that thing. Okay, we absolutely exploded the ads, that's good. Void Bomb's coming in, there's nobody standing over there. I'm gonna grab the Void Bomb. There's another Void Bomb over there, it's in a bunch of people, so somebody is gonna grab it. I'm gonna go down now because my buff ran out. The reason you go down is so that the Void Bomb doesn't do damage to your raid group. Waiting for the Void Bomb to expire, then we're going to go back up with 10 stacks of the buff and just go to town on Sarkareth with a fresh set of cooldowns. Not all of my cooldowns because Avenging Wrath is still on cooldown, but a couple of them. Okay, that was a very, very, very fast transition into P2. DPS is extremely high this time around, even higher than first time. Told the tanks to keep the boss in the middle in P3 transition, so hopefully they do that this time around. Not going to use any of my cooldowns until it's safe to do so. Okay, there we go. The tanks are in the middle. Tanks need to move him to the middle. Just give him movement. That's not where you're supposed to take him. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. It's okay. Bit rough. Okay, we have a few good comments and a lot of bad comments. We're just going to try and stand behind the boss. Kick this, stun this. Okay, we managed to stun it, didn't need a blinding light. Okay, ads are dead. We have Void Slash on 2 people. Void Bombs are coming down. I'm gonna grab one of the Void Bombs just to make sure that we take care of that damage at least so the group doesn't die to that damage. There we go, we went down. That's good. Waiting for the bomb to expire. It just did. Okay, we're going to go in, beat the shit out of Sarkareth with a fresh set of cooldowns and my full haste. A lot of people dead again. I'm going to use Shield Vengeance to make sure I survive here. Just trying to do as much damage as I can before I have to do another fucking mechanic because nobody else is doing them. Okay, there's the Cosmic thing. I'm going to try and drop my Meteor over here so we have a Pillar of Light in a good spot. Okay, I managed to drop one. Good, good, good. We have a good spot to hide. Not if the tank takes him over into fucking Narnia, but that'll work. 19% left on the tank. We're going to lay on hands on the tank. I don't want the tank going down. Okay, one tank down. I'm battle resing. Battle resing the tank. Okay, he's back up. We're going to grab this bomb. Grab the bomb. I need to go down, so we're standing in the swirlies. Intentionally, because that's how you get Oblivion stacks in P3. Dude, this is so fucking hard. Why is this so hard? I think it's hard because I'm the only one doing bombs. Well, not the only one. There's somebody else doing them, but still. That's rough. We have 10 stacks. We're waiting for the bomb to expire. Grab another one. There we go. That's the bomb. Okay. The tanks keep staying up with the Void Slash. They're both standing in front of him, so they're both getting affected by Void Slash. That's why the healers are having trouble keeping us alive because 2 Void Bombs going off upstairs is really rough. Luckily, everyone's really decked out, so we can survive that. This comment that I put down, saving our ass. 25 million. I think we can do this. Just got to make sure I don't stand in front of the boss, but the tanks are not making that any fucking easier right now. Okay, we have this guy sacrificing over there. Don't have anything left for the group. I have Blessing of Sacrifice, that's about it. And I don't know who to use that on. Got a fresh set of cooldowns, 6 million health. It looks like he's dying here. Okay, that was really fucking hard. Okay, that's Normal Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible. Get me the fuck out. Oh man, okay. I can only transmog. Oh, okay, because I already got them. But they have a socket. I'd like the socket, but mine are hero tier. Oh well, no loot. Okay, well, we're gonna leave the group. And we're going to go cry in the shower, dude. That was so hard. Oh my god, I haven't worked that hard for a kill in a while. I think that without the DPS of these guys, it would have been a lot harder. Would have been a lot more pulls. Luckily, we did have those guys. So the only thing we really got out of that raid was the Elementium Pocket Anvil and a crap ton of Drake's Shadow Flame Crest Fragments. We're going to turn those into crests. Then we're going to go upgrade some champion gear. Not that we have much champion gear to upgrade. Actually, are we? We only have 332 fucking flight stones. So I think the only thing I can do is really upgrade this thing twice. The weapon upgrade is the best thing I can do, I guess. But yeah, I mean, okay. There's not much else I can do because I only have 32 flight stones. Okay. I'm still happy that we got the anvil. The animal is just so good. Even on champion tier, I don't mind. When you upgrade things to the maximum, so 8 out of 8 champion is basically the same as 4 out of 5 hero. It's a 4 item level difference. It's really negligible. I mean, it's nice to have, but if you can't get it, it's not a big deal. Well, that's Normal Aberrus done. That was really, really rough. The raid was actually really, really smooth up until Echo and Sarkareth. Echo actually was rougher than Sarkareth. Sarkareth we killed in 2 pulls, but I think it's because we just had a bunch of people who were doing ridiculous amounts of DPS. These were people that actually just wanted to get a chance to get the mount from Sarkareth. That's my assumption because they joined at the end of the raid, obviously. But I'm thankful for it, man. I'll get my ass carried any day if it gets me loot. Well, this time it didn't get me loot, but it got me my completion, which I'm also happy with. It actually means we have a full normal clear here, so hopefully we get like ash candy from that, since we didn't get it from the raid. Another thing I'd like to see is Beacon to the Beyond in any of these 3. Ideally, I would get more dungeons done as well, but that's going to have to happen in a future episode. That's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. If you learned something or just had a bunch of fun, let me know what was so fun with a comment. The YouTube algorithm gods would really appreciate that, and I would appreciate it even more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.